With just over a minute left in the third quarter, Giannis sank a layup that gave the Milwaukee Bucks a 6-point lead over the Golden State Warriors. To put things into context, the Warriors were without Steph Curry on the second night of a brutal back-to-back following a tough loss to the Denver Nuggets. At this point, the Bucks had outscored the Warriors 32-12 in the third, and it seemed like Golden State was outclassed, especially without Curry, facing a healthy and firing up Milwaukee team. But then, in an instant, Jimmy Butler took over. After a clutch three from Buddy Hield and some ice-cold free throws, Jimmy got the ball with just seconds remaining, drawing a foul on A.J. Green and heading to the line. In a flash, that 6-point deficit was wiped away. He followed that up with an and-one jump shot, then put Gary Trent Jr. on an island, calmly getting to his spot and rising over him. But Jimmy wasn't done yet. In the fourth, he continued his takeover. On one play, he received a handoff from Draymond Green and, while pulling Brook Lopez away from Quinton Post, dished out a perfect assist to the corner. We all know Post rarely misses, and Jimmy's vision made that bucket happen. But then, Jimmy wasn't done. He blew past Cosma, stopping on a dime to drop a beautiful floater over Giannis. He tacked on 3 more assists and continued to get to the free throw line. In just 6 minutes, Jimmy Butler dominated, scoring, playmaking, defending, and leading the Warriors to a comeback nobody saw coming. This is why you trade for Jimmy Butler, a second superstar who can explode for 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists. We've all wondered why Jimmy doesn't always take more shots, but in his early days with the Warriors, he was content to facilitate, letting Moses Moody, Quinton Post, and others shine. But when his moment arrives, as it did here, Jimmy reminded us just how lethal he can be as a scorer. But before we get too lost in Jimmy's brilliance, let's take a moment to appreciate one man who made it all possible: Draymond Green. Standing at just 6 feet 6 inches, Draymond can go toe-to-toe with the 7-foot juggernaut that is Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is exactly why Draymond will go down as one of the greatest defenders of all time, and perhaps one of the most unique defenders the game has ever seen. Watch how he slides over to contest Damian Lillard's three-pointer, or switches effortlessly from guarding Giannis to cutting off a pass to Kuzma, always in the right place at the right time. In one remarkable sequence, Draymond gets in front of Giannis and blocks his shot at an angle while backpedaling. It's nothing short of astounding how he uses positioning to neutralize Giannis' attacking style. In the fourth quarter, Giannis went 0-7 from the field, thanks in no small part to Draymond's suffocating defense. Every time Giannis tried to score, Draymond was there to contest, and when necessary, he fouled to prevent an and-one. Some might not call that the best defense, but when you're dealing with Giannis, who often finishes through contact, limiting him to free throws is a win. Draymond's defense forced Giannis into jump shots the Warriors could live with. That's the versatility of Draymond, able to switch from Giannis to blocking a Kevin Porter Jr. three-pointer. That's a true 1-through-5 defender. Draymond shouldn't be able to contain a player like Giannis, but his IQ, positioning, and physicality make him one of the best to ever do it. Now, you might be wondering, what about the Warriors' loss to the Nuggets just a night earlier? Sure, it was a tough game. The Warriors were off, shooting under 30% from 3 and below 60% from the free throw line. But let's put it into perspective. The Minnesota Timberwolves, the team the Warriors are vying for the 6th seed with, also lost to a Pacers squad missing key players like Tyrese Haliburton, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. While the Warriors' loss to the Nuggets was frustrating, it was an anomaly. Without Curry, they showed they could still compete against the best, especially against Giannis and Dame. But Jimmy and Draymond weren't the only ones who played pivotal roles in securing this win. 3 other key contributors deserve recognition. First, Brandon Piskey, once labeled the worst player in the NBA, has turned into a steady and reliable force. After returning from a brief injury, he nailed 2 crucial threes to help close out the game. And while Moses Moody struggled against the Bucks, Piskey stepped up when the Warriors needed him most. Next, Gary Payton II, who has been outstanding over the past month, was essential in this victory. He's no longer just a three-point shooter. His defensive intensity, finishing around the rim, and timely floaters have become integral to the Warriors' success. His resurgence cannot be overstated. And last but not least, Quinton Post, who was acquired for cash considerations, is now a key starter for a Western Conference powerhouse. Every time he shoots, it feels like it's going in. I'm not saying he's the Steph Curry of big men, but his accuracy from beyond the arc has been nothing short of impressive. Watching him spot up in the corner is pure joy, and he's been a major asset for the Warriors. This Warriors team is different. They don't win this game without Jimmy's leadership, Draymond's defense, or the contributions of Pisky, Payton, and Post. The Warriors are now a deeper, more well-rounded squad, and this victory against the Bucks proves that. Even without Steph Curry, they showed they can compete with the best, an undeniable testament to their growth as a team. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the game, make sure to hit that like button, because who wouldn't want to keep up with all the greatness, right? See you next time.